Hello friends, today I'm going to share the recipe of curry puff, which is a snack of Malaysian delicacy. It's a kind of pastry pie stuffed with potato and chicken and is deep fried. I'm going to bake these puffs and I have used combination of sweet potato and potatoes as a filling. I have tried to make these puffs healthy, yet crispy and tasty. So to begin, let's make the stuffing. So here I have taken a saucepan and I'm boiling some water in the saucepan. I've placed the steamer basket. I have taken two medium-sized potatoes and one sweet potato that are cut into small cubes. So I'm going to steam these potatoes for around 10 to 15 minutes. So the potatoes are done. Turn off the heat. Now take a pan and heat 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. Add half teaspoon of fennel seeds, half teaspoon of cumin seeds, a pinch of asafoetida or hing, then add finely chopped 2 garlic pods. Saute it for a while. Add in few curry leaves that are finely chopped. Next add finely chopped onion. So I have used one medium sized onion. Saute it until the onions are translucent. Add the steamed potatoes and saute it. Add salt as per your taste. So I'm adding around 1 to 1.5 teaspoon of salt. Here I'm using pink Himalayan salt. Add little water. Next, add any curry powder of your choice. So here I'm adding 3 to 4 teaspoons as per your spice level of magic masala powder. This is our homemade magic masala powder. I have already uploaded the video for this powder. So please click on the link above for the recipe. Now add 1 to 2 teaspoons of sugar. So here I'm using coconut sugar. So the stuffing or the filling will be little bit sweet and spicy. Mix it well. If necessary, you can add little water so that the potatoes are properly cooked. Once the potatoes are well cooked and blends with the curry powder, turn off the heat and let it cool for a while. So let's make the dough for the curry puff. So here we are making two types of dough. One is outer, also called as water dough, and inner dough, which is oil dough. So I am making the outer dough first. I have taken 150 grams, which is around 1 cup of all-purpose flour. For that I am adding 1 teaspoon of castor sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I have added 1 tablespoon, which is around 15 grams of cold butter. Mix these ingredients well. So break the cold butter so that you can mix it well with the flour mixture. So it should have a sandy texture. Now add around 1 tablespoon, which will be around 30 ml of oil to it. Mix these ingredients well. Then add cold water, little at a time, not all at once. So keep adding little cold water at a time and make a dough. The consistency of the dough shouldn't be too soft or too firm. So wrap the dough with a cling film and keep aside. So now I'm making the inner dough, also called as oil dough. For this, I have taken 1/3 cup plus 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour or maida. I am adding 1 tablespoon of ghee. You can use even oil as well. So initially just add 1 tablespoon of oil or ghee, also called as clarified butter. Mix it well until you can hold the mixture like a ball. If necessary, add an extra teaspoon of oil or ghee and mix it. So in this dough, we are not adding water at all. The dough is made only with flour and fat, that is either oil or ghee. Traditionally, they use shortenings like margarine or butter. So here I'm adding another extra teaspoon of ghee so that the mixture can be combined well and you can make a ball out of it. So once the dough is formed, wrap it in a cling film. Rest both the doughs for around 60 minutes. After the dough has rested for 60 minutes, Knead the outer dough, that is the water dough, for a while. Divide the dough equally into small balls. So I have made 4 small balls. Similarly, divide the inner dough into 4 small balls. Wrap each inner dough into the outer dough. So once wrapped, shape it round so that the outer dough seals or closes the inner dough properly. So flatten the outer dough, wrap the inner dough into the outer dough and shape it round. So once all are done, rest it for around at least 15 minutes. Then flatten the prepared balls long into a thin sheet. So you need to flatten it long into a thin sheet with the help of a rolling pin, and then fold or roll the dough as shown, and then again flatten it out with the help of the rolling pin. So it should form a long thin sheet. Fold it again or roll it like a cylinder. Cut it into either 3 to 4 pieces. So this gives a spiral pattern on the curry puff. So take each piece, roll it either oval or into a round shape using the rolling pin. Then turn it to the other side. Add a tablespoon full of prepared potatoes filling in the center. Fold the dough and then seal the sides tightly. Then pinch the sides as shown in the video. If you wish to make egg potato curry puff, add in the boiled egg that is cut into small pieces to the prepared stuffing. Mix well. I'm showing it again using the egg potato filling. So using the rolling pin, thin out the sides. Turn it to the other side so the spiral pattern can be seen nicely on the outer aspect. So once the filling is stuffed in the center, fold the dough, seal the edges properly. So you can either pinch the sides or even use fork to seal the edges. So you can see the spiral pattern on the top. So line a baking tray with baking or parchment paper. So here I am using a silicone mat. Arrange the prepared puffs. Preheat the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for around 10 to 15 minutes. So gently brush these puffs with milk on the top and sides. Bake these puffs in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for around 30 minutes until they turn golden brown. Every oven is different, so keep an eye while it is baking. Nearing to end, when 5 minutes are remaining, you can turn on the fan mode of your oven so that the pastries bake evenly. For baking tips and tricks, please check the description box below. If you wish to store, then after shaping the pastries, put it in a Ziploc bag or any airtight container and place it in the freezer. When needed to be used, thaw it to allow the frozen puffs to come to room temperature and then bake it after brushing with the milk. Enjoy these puffs just as it is or with some tomato ketchup. Please do try this curry puff and let me know your feedback in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.